Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Issachar coming back at you with another lesson. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakwak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Okay, and the topic of today's lesson is how Russia is gonna pretty much start off, World War III. Russia and his allies will invade the U.S. And it's not far-fetched. Okay? So without further ado, let's dive into the scriptures. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of the nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts, which is the Lord of armies, Yahweh, mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation, which are the missiles. Okay? The ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, okay? Let's get that again. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and the weapons of his indignation, which indignation is righteous anger, to destroy the whole land, which is talking about America. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Most High. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Okay? Yeah, so I was talking about, when the chariots, enter the atmosphere, okay? Behold, this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 9. And we're just going to go all the way down. Isaiah 13 and 9. Behold, the day of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai cometh, cruel, both wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Okay, that's just from all the smoke. Okay? And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Yeah, because all these Edomites, these so-called Americans, they're all proud. Okay? But the Lord's going to put an end to that. And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man that the golden wedge of Ophir, talking about the Lord's elect. Okay? Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place. Talking about a huge earthquake, okay? In the wrath of the Lord of hosts, which is Yahweh, in the day of his fierce anger, and it shall be as the chase roll, and as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Okay, so pretty much, when Russia and its allies, invade, the U.S., they're not going to spare no children, and their wives and the women are about to be, ravished, raped, you know. Verse 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, talking about Russia, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. So yeah, so you can't bargain with them once they get here. No money or nothing. They're just coming here to destroy. Even children. They're coming here to destroy everything. All right, because they can't stand America. Their bulls also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You see? And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, which is America, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened to that place? It was totally obliterated. Okay? It's a total wasteland now. Alright? Verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Okay, talking about this, after, the missiles hit this place, after Russia invades this place, World War III, and then after the Lord's through with this place, and then the icing on top, which are the missiles, this place would never be inhabited again. Okay, it's going to be a total wasteland. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doffer creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and the satyrs shall dance there. Okay, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Okay, so that's talking about how after this place is totally, obliterated, it's total, become a total wasteland. There's only gonna be like desert animals here, like owls, maybe vultures, stuff like that. All right, but we're gonna jump into the book of Ezekiel, chapter 38, verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, talking about the Russians, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, the prophecy against him, and say, thus said the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with sorts of armor, even a great company of bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Okay, now this is going to Russia and its allies. Okay, Persia, okay, which is Iran, the Persians today. Okay, Ethiopia and Libya, with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Okay, so yeah, Russia's gonna invade the U.S. With the Russia, China. Okay, the EU. They're gonna soon turn on America. Okay, verse 6. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togarmah and the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou, and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. After many days thou shalt be visited in the latter years, thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste. But it is brought forth of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, and all thy bands and many people with thee. Verse 10. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Okay, because the Most High, and the angels, they're going to put an evil thought, to the Russians, okay, to come and destroy America and to invade it. Verse 11, and thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages, talking about America. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates. Okay, talking about America. See, because right now all Americans, they're comfortable. There's no war going on here. There's no destruction, nothing. Okay. To take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. Okay? So yeah, what that's pretty much talking about is how, Russia and his allies will invade the U.S. Okay? The U.S. is known as Babylon the Great, and in 1 hour, once Yahushua returns, will be completely desolate. Once Yahushua cracks the clouds and invades with his, what the so-called white man says, UFOs, which are the chariots of Israel, America has 1 hour before it's totally obliterated. Okay? America's going to be a total wasteland. Okay? And it's only going to take the Lord 1 hour. Alright? Stay strong. Stay in the spirit. Shalom, Akim.